Today we're going to be checking out 2 extremely creepy OnlyFans horror stories. Trust me, man, if you get any money for Christmas or whatever holiday you are celebrating, do not spend it on the OF, bro. Trust me. Also, 73% of you guys still aren't yet subscribed to the channel, so consider hitting that red subscribe button for daily content. All right, man. Story number 1. The OF. What do we got?
I took another picture with a hint of cleavage and posted it on my OnlyFans page.
Okay.
I smiled as reactions started coming in. In the real world, I was what most people would call a nerd.
Okay.
I had big, square-framed glasses and I wore baggy clothes.
So?
No one really paid attention to me. But on OnlyFans, I was a super hot, daring woman.
Oh, yeah?
No one knew about my secret
Drop
life,
the link.
and I wanted to keep it that way.
Drop the link, bro.
I sighed as I reluctantly
Talking all
closed
that.
my laptop so I could get some reading done for
Talking
my
all
test.
that.
Okay. I groaned after about 2 hours. I had managed to get about 2 hours of reading done.
Okay.
I giggled and opened my OnlyFans page and read through the comments. They were mostly from guys, and they heaped praises and compliments on me. I froze on a particular one that said I should show more skin after it started to come in.
She had a brilliant
I
idea.
bit my lip in. I bit my lip. Considering it, there was no risk involved.
Listen, bro. That's how you make the bag. All right? Do what you got to do.
I dressed up in my bikini and went on Google to search provocative styles.
Nice.
I posted a few of the pictures I took and watched in amazement as the engagement on my page doubled. I went to bed early so I could wake up in time for my test. The test was a success, and I was confident that I would get nothing less than an A on it.
Okay.
After the rest of my classes, I headed to my apartment and went to take a shower.
A shower
I lived
cap
alone
on,
and quite enjoyed it. My parents paid my bills even though they lived a few states away.
Well, that's very nice.
I was 21 and soon to graduate from college, and I could hardly wait.
Until your dad finds the OF and then it's wraps for you. You're paying your own bills, buddy.
I opened my backpack and removed my books. What's this? A piece of paper had fallen out of
Why
my
do I feel like this is like low quality for some reason right now? 720. Put it in the 1080, bruh.
bag.
My bad, guys.
I picked it up
My bad.
and saw that there was something written on it. It read, "I know you, sexy Lexi." Chills
She got
went through
spotted
my
in
body,
class,
and
bro.
Blood drained from my face. Sexy Lexi was my username on OnlyFans. Someone had found out my secret. I paced, thinking about the person who wrote the note. I didn't know what to do, so I just decided to sleep on it.
Okay, fair.
My eyes snapped open suddenly. 1:30 in the morning. I sat up in
pretty
bed and rubbed my arms. There was a cold wind blowing outside.
Is the window
I
open?
frowned because I was sure that I closed the window before sleeping.
No way somebody snuck in, bro.
I got up and went to close it, then saw something hanging from the
Oh,
handle.
hell
It was
no, bro.
another note. Sexy Lexi, you're even sexy when you sleep.
Dude, this is
Meet me beside
creepy.
the physics lab by 6 p.m. tomorrow.
This is creepy. This is why you don't link the OF with any other social media or use a little bit of your real name, bro. Because
My legs
stuff
were
like this
shaking
happens
so bad
all the
that I
time.
had to sit down.
All the time.
I held the note in my hands and didn't get any sleep. I went to the place the note said and waited. I was starting to get scared. There was no one on this side of campus, and it was pretty dark. Hi, Lexi. I turned
This
towards the
dude, bruh.
voice. It was Matt, a guy in my class.
Damn it, Matt.
He smirked at the look at my face and walked closer to me. Who knew that you're beautiful under all those clothes?
Dude, so creepy,
I
bro.
swallowed and told him to leave me alone. When I said that, he laughed and pressed himself into my body, wrapping his hand around my waist.
Punch him in his face.
If you scream, everyone's gonna know your dirty little secret. I shook my head and begged him not to tell anyone. Matt was breathing hard as I held myself still as his hand went under my shirt and he groped my breasts. When he released me, I slapped his face and told him to never do that again.
My question to you is this. If you make the OF, you know somehow, some way, someone's going to find out about it. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to start the OF, you know someone's going to find it. So you might as well let everybody know because you're probably going to get a ton of subs.
Fans, but I still read through the comments.
Instead of not yelling, dude, I would have punched that dude in his mouth.
Before, but now they didn't. A new comment came in. Sexy Lexi attends my school, the comment read. I suddenly felt very faint.
It's raps, bro.
Was Matt
Everyone's going to
me?
find out.
I messaged him privately and asked what his problem was. His reply was that he wanted me to be with him, and I had to be sexy Lexi, not boring Alexi. I stared at his reply, wondering how I was going to get out of this situation.
I don't know if there's much of a way.
I paced the length of my room, thinking.
Unless you pretended to
I came
date
to
him.
a conclusion.
To keep this
I
weirdo
told
away
Matt to
from
do
you.
whatever he wanted, because I wouldn't put up with his threats anymore.
There you go.
He didn't
Till you
send
get
a
kicked out of
reply,
school.
and I was glad that it had come to an end.
Because sometimes that
It
stuff
didn't
happens.
matter if people knew about it.
I heard
It
about
wasn't
some
like I
teacher
had
that
friends in
happened to.
school anyway. I went to sleep, happy with myself.
Okay.
The wind blowing through the window.
Waking up the next morning, everyone subbed to the OF.
Yeah.
2 million overnight.
This time I didn't have a chance.
Don't sound too bad to me.
This time I didn't have a chance to glance at the clock. There was someone in my room.
Oh shit, it's Matt.
Before I could scream, he covered my mouth with his gloved hand. I couldn't make out his face in the dark.
It's Matt.
And I cursed myself for sleeping with the lights off. Not so brave now, are you? It was Matt.
This
And
dude's so
realization
weird,
doubled
bro.
my struggles. He straddled me on the bed and captured both my hands with his other hand. He raised my hands above my head, effectively pinning me down. He warned me that if I screamed, he would break a few of my bones. Then he
This
removed
dude's a
his hand
psycho.
from my mouth. Please! I choked out, tears running down my face. My heart was
This
hammering
dude's a
in my
psycho,
chest.
bro. On
And
God,
I didn't
this
think
dude's a
I've ever
psycho.
been this scared in my life. He told me that the only way I could ever imagine to get out of this was for me to dress like I had in my pictures. I agreed to do it, and he released me.
What?
I wiped the tears from my face and took out the bikini I wore in the last
Bro needs to
picture.
get a grip.
When I tried to go to the bathroom
This
to
dude
change,
needs to go to
he
jail.
stopped me and told me to change in front of him. My hands were trembling as I
This dude needs
removed
to
my
go to jail,
PJs
bro.
and wore the bikini. I tried to focus on something other than his leering eyes on my body, but it was difficult to do. He stood up and put on the lights to see me better. Then he asked me to strike King now, and I kept begging him. He sighed and told me that he just wanted personal pictures of me, and that after I complied, he would leave me alone.
He's a liar, bro.
So I wiped my face and did as he asked, even though I kept thinking he could easily kill me and no one would know who did it. The smile on my face was plastic, and I felt like throwing up. Now, that wasn't so bad, was it? He smiled at me, then reached out to pet my hair. He told me that if he ever got bored, he would come back for me. When he left, I crumbled into a ball and cried
Call
for a long
the
time.
cops.
I knew that if he came again, I wouldn't be able to stop him.
Call the cops.
The only thing I could do was to report him, and I wasn't
There
sure
you
I
go.
had the courage to. I could only hope the situation wouldn't get worse.
It will. It will. That's how kind of people you are. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of people they are, bro. You know what I'm saying? That dude needs to be in jail. Jail. Seriously, dude's a weirdo. Complete psycho. Story number 2. That first one was just
Sheila,
horrible,
stop!
honestly.
Sheila, stop! I protested as my sister dragged me to the bathroom. She shushed me and told me if I didn't want violence, I should comply with her.
Okay.
I sighed in frustration. Sheila was my twin sister, and we were alike in everything other than our personalities. Sheila was bold and daring. She was never shy or scared to speak what was on her mind. I, on the other hand, was more cautious and conservative than she was. Sheila was studying fashion while I was studying psychology.
Okay.
It didn't matter that we had different majors because we were in the same university. Our friends sometimes confused us for each other. I stayed silent as Sheila curled my hair to look like hers. Her plan was the infamous twin snitch. The last time we did it was in 3rd grade. Now I would live a day in her life and she would live in mine,
I feel like that's really weird.
She straightened her hair already, and when she was done with me, she sighed in contentment, saying that I looked gorgeous. I couldn't even argue with her if I wanted to. I was the type to take anything she threw at me.
It's kind of weird,
My
no?
calm attitude betrayed me in situations like when I need to talk. Besides, it couldn't be that bad. The last one we did in 3rd grade almost put us in trouble. Put me in trouble. But we got around it, and we could probably do the same this time too. When she was done with styling me and dressing me in rather short clothes that felt very uncomfortable and almost resulted in a fight, I just gave in and left the room for classes. The twin switch also meant that I had to attend her classes for the day, and she had to attend mine, which was probably going to be the hardest part because her friends were always unnecessarily proud and loud, while my friends were just bookworms that Sheila was definitely going to have a hard time getting familiar with as
This
well.
is definitely weird.
As I stepped out of the
Switcher.
hostel,
True.
I noticed someone in a black hoodie and glasses who stood by the entrance.
This dude looks like a
It was
freak.
weird to see a guy in the girls' hostel that early to see his sister, or to collect something from someone. Sister. Or to collect something from someone.
This looks like a weirdo,
I kept
bro.
walking to class.
Stay away from him.
Which was also a weird behavior for Sheila. She was not an early bird, and going to class early was not her thing. But I was also not the type to stay in the room till late in the morning. Everyone knew Amelia as a good student. And even if I was going to be Sheila for a day, I wanted to keep my good records the way it was. Sheila didn't tell me the reason for the twin switch, but I just took it as one of the days she wanted to have fun, and I had no choice but to follow.
I would have
the
asked.
Idea. Sheila
Why do you
ended
want
up
to do
doing
this?
crazy things and dragging me to it every single time. I couldn't count the number of times I took the blame for her. I noticed that the guy I saw earlier was behind me, but this time he was on his phone. He was probably a student of fashion class as well, and I didn't recognize him because I didn't know Sheila's classmates so well. Thinking about it again, was he waiting for me when I saw him earlier?
This guy's creepy,
It would have
dude.
been weird for him not to say anything to him when he saw me. Whatever, it wasn't my business. I sat down quietly in class, and the mysterious guy sat beside me. I was right, he was also a student of the class.
This guy's making me uncomfortable.
He dropped his bag on the chair. "Hi," he said. I raised my head to see his face turn to me. "Hi," I replied before facing my books that were on the table. "Psychology and fashion class?" the guy asked, which then give her mine. "Yeah, just a fan of psychology." Mine.
Ouch.
"Yeah, just a fan of psychology." I had to give him a reply. "Just like I'm a fan of your page on OnlyFans," he said. Quite confused at what he was talking about, I asked,
Bro, she did the switcheroo with the sister, and she's got the OF, bro. She's got the OF.
"I don't understand what you're talking about."
Be careful,
What
fam.
page? What's OnlyFans? I love the pretense. I knew you were not going to admit it, and I know it's been a while since you posted pictures. Have you changed? I know about girls like you. Fake bitches. I promise to make your life a living hell and mess
What?
you up, he said, and my mouth opened.
That's a
in
mad
shock.
sub right there.
Before I had the chance to ask for
You know what
any
that is? That's the type of guy that subs to the OnlyFans thinking that they posted something crazy when all it is re-uploaded Instagram pictures.
explanation,
On
he
God,
took his
that's
bag
exactly
and he
who it
left,
is.
leaving me confused.
Dude looks like a freak
I pushed it
anyway.
to the back of my mind, hoping to ask Sheila about it since it was her class.
She dropped the
could
OF,
understand it
bro.
better.
She trying to catch the
The
bag.
classes went by quickly, and as much as I tried to forget the incident with the guy earlier, I couldn't. It kept playing in my mind over and over again.
She's trying to catch the
I
bag,
was
bro.
almost out of the class when a hand pulled me by the neck of my shirt. I straightened my posture, and I looked
Slapped
back
him.
to see the same guy from earlier,
Slap him.
still dressed in his black outfit with his glasses. He grabbed my arm and tightened his grip on it. I yelped, and then he laughed before releasing me. After a long
I would've
day,
slapped him, bro.
I walked into the room to
On
see
God, I would've
Sheila.
slapped him.
When she noticed my presence, she straightened up herself and cleaned her eyes.
She's upset she
Not
dropped the
before I could
OF. She
notice
probably
it.
didn't make a bag off of it.
Amelia, you're back. How was today?
exactly
Had fun
what it is.
being me?
No, I
She
didn't
put up her
actually.
usual bold, confident self, but I could easily see through it.
I didn't.
I asked her why she was crying, and she dissolved into tears. She told me that she had opened an OnlyFans account due to the pressure from her friends and because of the money. She got comfortable with posting nudes of herself and other content while being paid through her fans.
Okay, so what's the
When she
problem?
explained the whole thing, I understood it. The same guy who threatened me today had been
Weirdo.
threatening her for a while now.
Ah,
I got furious and marched out of the room.
she's gonna find
I
him.
knew his room and I would make him pay.
How you know what room he stayed?
As I walked to the boys' dorm,
Okay.
I saw him walking out and quickly hid myself.
Punch him
before
right in the
following
mouth,
him.
right?
I knew what I had to do. If anyone was hurting my sister, I'd take care of it. by
Don't tell me
making
she's about
sure
to
they
do
no
something absolutely
longer
insane.
breathed.
She's about to do something crazy. Did we not find out what she did? Did I miss because I was talking?
I saw him walking out and quickly hid myself. I'd take care of it by making sure they no longer breathed.
So she was going to kill him. That's exactly what she was doing. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Sometimes I just tend to talk a little bit too much. But hopefully you guys did go enjoy today's video. If you did, please don't forget to smack a like on it. That'd be greatly appreciated. The day that this video is going up should be Christmas Eve, so happy Christmas Eve and happy holidays to all. Tomorrow, as you guys know, will be the 1-hour special of me watching horror stories. So, like I said, if you guys enjoyed today's video, slap a like on it. That'd be greatly appreciated. 73% of you guys still aren't yet subscribed to the channel, so please consider hitting that red subscribe button for daily content, man. And with all of that being said, guys, my name is Chris, and of course, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.